Alright guys, so today we're looking at section 3.4 properties and matrices. So we're going to be talking about the following. Some algebraic properties are not true for matrix multiplication. Now our last section, when we were talking about multiplying matrices, remember we looked at the one problem where all we did was switch the order of the matrices and it didn't work. Okay, so what we can write down here is that commutative property is not true for all matrix multiplication. Okay, sometimes you can flip them around and it'll work, but sometimes it won't. Unlike normal multiplication where 3 times 2, 2 times 3, same thing. Okay, so the order in which we multiply is very important. Okay, so we're going to be given these two matrices right here, and we're going to multiply them first as P, then Q, then Q, then P. So we're going to do the first one over here and the second one over here. Okay, so we're going in this order. So this is a 3. P is a 3 by 2. Q is a 2 by 3. So that works. So our answer's going to be a 3 by 3. Okay, so we're going to try to make this work here. 1, 2, 3. Oops, need to make that a little bit bigger. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 by 3. Okay, so remember we're going to do row 1 times column 1. So we do 8 times 9 plus -7 times 6. Then row 1 times column 2. So 8 times -3 plus -7 times -1. I'm sorry, these are kind of small. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. And then we're going to do 8 times 2 plus -7 times -5. Go to the next row. -2 times 9 and 4 times 6. -2 times -3 plus 4 times -1. -2 times 2 plus 4 times -5. Then we go to the last row. 0 times 9 plus 3 times 6. 0 times negative 3 plus 3 times negative 1. 0 times 2 plus 3 times negative 5. Okay, so we set that up. Now we go to the next piece. Ooh, that one line's a little wonky. Sorry about that. So this is going to be 72 plus negative 42, negative 24 plus 7, 16 plus 35, negative 18 plus 24, 6 plus negative 4, negative 4 plus negative 20, 0 plus 18, 0 plus negative 3, and 0 plus negative 15. Alright, so that our final answer is 30, negative 17, 51, 6, 2, negative 24, 18, negative 3, and negative 15. And this is the answer to P times Q. Okay. Now, the next one that we're going to do is we're going to do the Q, so 9, negative 3, 2, 6, negative 1, negative 5 times 8, negative 7, negative 2, 4, 0, 3. Okay, so this time we're doing Q, which is a 2 by 3, and a P, which is a 3 by 2. These are the same, so our answer is going to be a 2 by 2. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to do 9 times 8, negative 3 times negative 2, and then 2 times 0. And we'll do 9 times negative 7, negative 3 times 4, and 2 times 3. Then we go and do 6 times 8, negative 1 times negative 2, and negative 5 times 0. Then we'll do 6 times negative 7, negative 1 times 4, then negative 5 times 3. Alright. Alrighty. So right here, we get 72 plus 6 plus 0 Here we get negative 63 plus negative 12 plus 6. Here we get 48 plus 2 plus 0. And here we get negative 42 plus negative 4 plus negative 15. Excuse me. So, our answer for this one is 78, negative 69, 50, and negative 61. Now, we were working with the same values, we just switched the order. Okay? But notice that these are far from being the same answer. So commutative property, the order in which you multiply does matter. Okay? Now, let's check one other thing. Let me zoom back out here. Does the distributive property always hold true for matrix multiplication? So, what we're going to try here is we're going to say, does C times A plus B equal C times A plus C times B? Okay, so we're going to do this first, then this second, and see if these two things are equal. So we're going to call this part A, and we're going to call this part B. Okay, so I'm going to try to split this paper down the middle and see how that works for us. Okay, so our problem, we'll label this part A over here. Is 1, 1, negative 5, 3, then open parentheses, 3, 2, negative 1, 4, plus negative 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So, remember we work in parentheses first. So you just match up the pieces. So this is going to be 3 and a negative 2 is 1. 2 and 5 is 7. Negative 1 and 6 is 5. 4 and 7 is 11. Okay? So now we're going to multiply these two. Now remember, this is a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2. So they match, and our answer is going to be a 2 by 2. Okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to make this 1, 2, 1, 2. Make these lines a little bit longer. All right, so here we go. 1 times 1 plus 1 times 5. 1 times 7 plus 1 times 11. Negative 5 times 1 plus 3 times 5. negative 5 times 7 plus 3 times 11. Okay. So, what we get here is 1 plus 5, 7 plus 11, negative 5 plus 15, negative 35 plus 33. So my final answer for this side is 6, 18, 10, negative 2. Okay. 6, 18, 10, negative 2. Now on this side, part B, we're going to multiply C, 1, 1, negative 5, 3, times A, which is 3, 2, negative 1, 4. Then we're going to add it to the answer of multiplying C, 1, 1, 5, 3, times B, negative 2, 5, 6, 7. Now remember, this is a 2 by 2, this is a 2 by 2, so this answer is going to be a 2 by 2. Same thing here, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. Okay, but we're just going to work all of this one first, then all of this one, then add them together. All right, so here we go. So we have 1 times 3 plus 1 times 2. Not 1 times 2. 1 times negative 1. I got a little excited. 1 times negative 1. Then we have 1 times 2 plus 1 times 4. Okay. Then we have negative 5 times 3 plus 3 times negative 1. Then we have negative 5 times 2 plus 3 times 4. Okay. So now we come down. We'll go ahead and make this one too. Then we'll have our final one down here. Okay, so here we have 3 plus negative 1. We have 2 plus 4. We have negative 15 plus negative 3. we have negative 10 plus 12. So this becomes 2, 6, negative 18, and 2. All right. Now we come over here and we do 1 times negative 2 plus 1 times 6. We do 5 times 5. Oops, excuse me. You can tell I've been doing a lot of this stuff today. I'm starting to make careless mistakes. So 1 times 5 plus 1 times 7. Now we come over here and do 5 times negative 2 plus 3 times 6. 5 times 5 plus 3 times 7. So this is going to be negative 2 plus 6, 5 plus 7, negative 10 plus 18, and let's see, 25 plus 21, negative 25. There should have been a negative somewhere. Oh no. There's a negative on this 5. There should have been a negative here and here. So that's actually a positive 10. I just made a careless mistake there. And then a negative 25 here. Maybe I should take a time out. Okay, let's try this again. 4, 12, 28, negative 4. Now, all we have left to do is add them up. So that's 6, that's 18, that's 10, and that's negative 2. What do you notice? They are the same. So, distributive property holds true. Okay, so distributive property holds true. Commutative property is only sometimes true. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you have a great day.